Y'all want to know what's super sad about my community? Is that so many people in my community do not look at children as children. They look at them as animals that need to be trained instead of kids that need to be taught and raised. If you don't believe me, let me show you what I'm talking about. LOL, it's because you train your child. It's called training your child. Home training is required, and if a child acts out, it's on the parent for not training them. People say it's normal, but it's not normal. Home training is normal. Learn from other home training. Respect are things you teach young. I want to be honest with you, majority of the people in the comment section, for one, don't have children. And I would like to say this, as someone who has worked with children and then actually gave birth and raised my own child, there's a huge fucking difference. Raising somebody else's kids, being around other children, babysitting is completely different, because at the end of the day, the child goes to somebody else. So you never really see the worst of that child. You may see moments, but for the most part, you don't see everything. You just mostly see the good parts. When you have a child and then you're raising that child, you're with this child most of their life. So you see the good, the bad, the ugly. You see the disrespectful behavior, the crazy outburst, the confusion, you know. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of the people in comments was like, well, I babysat, so I know what this is. Or I worked in social services, so I know how kids act. But I'm telling you, as someone who has been watching kids since I was a kid, it's a difference. It's a difference. And all children are very much different. They're not the same. Trust. I had this whole fantasy about being a mom. I wanted like a school bus full of kids, because when I was, watching other people's kids and things like that, I thought that's how motherhood was going to be. Motherhood not like that. No, there's no breaks. There's no going home to peace. Your peace is in the car ride home. But my thing is this, like, Black people, these kids have feelings and emotions, and despite the fact that I feel like they've been here before, this is their first time in this skin. So they're trying to, learn their emotions, and they're trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong, especially when you have so many outside sources that are going against what you're trying to teach your kids. So I really wish y'all would take a second, reevaluate your parenting, and realize that these kids have emotions and feelings. Sometimes kids struggle, and that's okay, but their behavior is normal as long as your doctor says it's normal. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. Y'all want to know what's